I moved my van next to my sister's place to protect her, but the screams from below shattered everything. What started as a noisy nightmare turned into threats, police calls, and a fight I never saw ending like this. Stick around. The payback. It's darker than you think. If you've ever felt powerless against a bully who made your life hell and dreamed of that sweet, satisfying justice, you're in the right place. Hit that like button if karma stories fire you up. Subscribe for more Reddit revenges that hit hard, and let's dive in. This one's a roller coaster of rage, resilience, and regret. It was January 2021, and I was 30, pulling my camper van, my mobile home, right up to my little sister's flat. She was only 26, fresh out of the hospital after a rough patch battling demons that left her fragile and lost. I'd always been the big sister, protector, the one who fixed things. My plan: stick close, help her heal, lift her spirits, and get her life back on track. We shared a bond, forged in fire. Growing up in an abusive home left us both with PTSD scars that never fully fade. Little things like loud noises could send us spiraling. But that first night, it hit like a freight train at 4 a.m. I bolted upright in my van, heart pounding like a war drum. The yelling was ferocious, echoing from the flat below hers. A woman's voice, shrill and furious mixed with a deep slurring growl. Then, crash, a plate hurling against a wall. It wasn't just loud, it vibrated through the air, seeping into my bones. My sister stirred in her bed upstairs. I could picture her curling up, eyes wide in the dark. How could anyone be this reckless, this violent? It clawed at old wounds, making sleep impossible. Morning light filtered through grimy windows as I climbed the stairs to her place, coffee in hand. What the hell was that? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She shrugged her thin frame, huddled in a blanket, avoiding my eyes. Oh, that's just them. The downstairs neighbors. Happens all the time. My stomach twisted. Normal, she explained. A couple in their 40s, always drunk, always fighting the guy. Balding over 6 feet, built like a tank, ruled with intimidation. And her? A whirlwind of chaos. My sister had tried once slipping a polite note under their door. Could you please keep it down? His response? Banging on her door like a battering ram, screaming threats, ready to fight this tiny 4'11" autistic woman who wouldn't hurt a fly. But it got worse. She confessed. One night, overwhelmed, she'd cried quietly in her own home. Their revenge. Calling the cops on her for noise. Hypocrites. The injustice burned in my chest. How dare they terrorize someone so vulnerable? My hands clenched. I felt that protective fire ignite. No way was I letting this slide. As an admin pro, I thrive on organization. Time to document. Fired off the first complaint to the housing association that day, detailing the screams, the violence, the fear it instilled. Their response: lukewarm at best. Call the police if it's bad, they said, brushing me off. Frustration gnawed at me. Why protect bullies? But I wasn't deterred. Every eruption I logged. Timestamps, descriptions, how it rattled us. Nights blurred into a haze of unrest. Their fights escalated, slamming doors that shook the walls, curses flying like shrapnel. One time the woman's shrieks turned to pleas. I anonymous called 101 reporting domestic violence. Her safety mattered even if she was our nightmare. But stirring the pot, it backfired. Letters from the association arrived downstairs. Warnings about noise. The trashed flat, fly-tipped rubbish piling on the corner like a monument to neglect. They knew someone was watching, and they turned. Vicious, their dog, a snarling beast off-leash, lunged at my cat one afternoon, teeth snapping inches from fur. I scooped, her up heart racing as the woman laughed from her doorway. Control your mutt, I yelled her reply. a sneer and a spit toward my sister's door. Threats followed, banging at odd hours vowing to sort us out. They tried, stealing my sister's cat from the windowsill, even swerved their car at mine in the lot. Loud music, blasted on nights before her college classes, deliberate sabotage. Police visits became routine. Blue, lights flashing in the dark, officers taking statements while neighbors whispered support. "We've had enough too," one said, patting my shoulder. Their solidarity fueled me, but doubt crept in. Was this worth the stress? The constant adrenaline? By January 2022, I installed a Ring doorbell, originally for packages, but it became my secret weapon. Crystal clear footage captured it all. Threats hissed at the camera. The guy's red-faced rants. The woman slurred. Taunts things hit a fever pitch that autumn's a multi-agency meeting over video. Housing reps, police, social services. I presented my dossier. Logs, videos, a flash drive, bursting with evidence. My voice shook as I described the toll. The sleepless nights, my sister's tears, the PTSD flares. But they critiqued me. Not enough police calls to prove harassment. I left in tears. Defeated, false hope shattered. Maybe we'd never win. Yet a sliver of progress. They banned the partner from the property. Welfare checks for her offers of rehab counseling. We even toned down, showing we weren't out for blood, just peace. Let's resolve this amicably, they urged. For a brief moment, quiet descended. No fights, no chaos. I exhaled, thinking maybe she's turning it around, but it was a lie. She snuck him. Back and the screams returned louder, more desperate. Police twice in 24 hours, not my calls. Another neighbor cracked. After the second visit, she grabbed a bag and vanished. Silence. Eerie. Beautiful silence. Days stretched to a week. We tiptoed around hope. Had she finally sought help? The block breathed easier. Kids playing without fear. But I waited, breath held for the storm's return. The calm felt too good to be true. And it was. Then the calls started. Friday. Police on the line, voice grave. "We've reviewed your evidence. Detailed, professional. We're pursuing harassment charges." My pulse raced. Validation, at last. Anyone who's endured this knows how rare it is. Proving the invisible torment. They praised my reports. The videos sealing the deal. We knew this charge was the key to eviction. Her reign over, imminent Monday. Housing offers me a flat. Hers potentially guilt flickered. Living in her shadow felt wrong, even if she deserved it. I filled the forms, hands trembling. Tuesday, an email from the association rep. "Have you heard about the neighbor?" I misread, replied no sightings in weeks. His response hit like ice. Adult Services reported, "She passed away last night." The world tilted. Tears streamed as sobs racked me. What had I done? She'd been a monster. Selfish, destructive. But death? No. The meeting that Monday, with police, social housing, likely broke the news. Charges, eviction looming. She and her partner probably drowned sorrows in excess. Drugs, alcohol. The officer confirmed dropping charges with a sympathetic visit. "Inevitable with that lifestyle," he said. But guilt crushed me. I'd fantasized about her eviction beer, in hand watching her go. Not this nuclear final relief mixed with horror. My sister's safe, but at what cost? In the end, this wasn't just revenge. It was a harsh reminder that actions ripple far beyond what we intend. Karma can be cruel, but sometimes standing up for the vulnerable means facing the darkness head on. We left flowers lit, candles mourning the life she could have saved. Justice served but control. It's an illusion. Whoa! If that twist gave you chills, like it did me, smash the like button and subscribe for more Reddit stories where karma bites back hard. Drop in the comments. What's the most unexpected revenge outcome you've heard? Let's discuss. Your stories keep this channel alive.